Hey guys, Aleda here for NERDSHOCK, and today we're going to continue our journey through TYRIA with Basil the Wanderer. So let's pull up our hero panel and check our story journal, and of course my story, we already wrapped it up. Living World Season 1, we've also done everything there and continue this story. So our first step is to read our mail, so let's do that. From Ella Mackay. Greetings, Basil the Wanderer. I'm sending a young explorer named Campbell to investigate the strange activities at Fort Salma. I know you were at the battle that claimed the lives of so many Seraph. All my other explorers are tied up with missions or preparing to leave with the Pact. I need someone I can trust to ensure Campbell's safety. Will you return to Fort Salma and meet her there? Your efforts on my behalf are appreciated. Ella Mackay. So, of course, show me. So, we're already near Fort Salma, and we can simply head towards the story marker and start the ghosts of Fort Salma. Okay. Okay. So it does look a bit spooky. Let's see if we can pass through here. Oh dear. Defeat the ghost guarding the gate.
Armored up. Now that's a combo. Strong.
Okay.
Seraph, what are you doing? Stay away from me!
Oh no.
Charge.
Oh dear. So all these ghosts are stuck here. Probably because they kind of died a pretty shocking death.
Please, no! Stop, Seraph. Stop. Please, don't kill me!
Take that, Mordremoth.
I'm not a Mordremoth. You're confused. I'm not a Mordremoth.
Feel my wrath.
Belinda Jane Delacroix! Halt!
Margie, what's happening?
Belinda, I'm here. It's okay.
You did good, Margie. You brought my sword.
I promise I'll care for it.
When darkness overwhelms you, I'll rend your enemies before they can harm you. Until the day you die, I'll be with you. My love for you is everlasting. Show me the sword.
Jory, are you all right?
Belinda, her spirit, she fused herself with the sword.
Are you okay?
I think so.
We're here for you. Just say the word. She thought I was a Mordremoth. She was going to kill me.
So, at the start, of course, of Living World Season 2, we met up with Belinda again, the sister of Marjorie Delacroix, and she unfortunately passed away here at Fort Salma. So it's actually really cool that, you know, we see her again in spirit form, and that she actually fused with the sword, with her own sword. Actually, she uses a great sword. But now Marjorie actually has that sword. Marjorie is a necromancer, and one of the specializations that uses a great sword will be coming up later in one of the expansions. So you can play a necromancer with a great sword as well. So that's actually really cool that they, you know, it's quite early here in the story when you're like, okay, well, Marjorie gets a great sword. It's from her sister. Interesting. But that actually returns as a specialization for a necromancer. But yeah, let's talk to Marjorie. When Belinda died, my world turned black. Now I don't know what to feel anymore. Belinda fused her soul with the sword. How? Like, why? I don't know. I'll have to do some research. Maybe this is a special blade. I just can't believe she did that. It'll be okay. Take some time for yourself and get some rest. No time to rest. Cass and I were making headway at the Priory. We've got another meeting scheduled with Magister Mackay. Delaying would be a mistake. We have to arm ourselves against Mordremoth. If you're sure, then go back. I need to check in with the Pact. A big, quiet old library is exactly the kind of environment I need right now. It'll take my mind off things. We have to get Mordremoth, my friend. We will. I promise.
I was investigating the ruins when the spirits of fallen Seraph overwhelmed me. I'd be dead now if it weren't for you. Thank you for saving my life. I'm heading to the Silverwastes to do some research for Magister Mackay. Come find me if you're ever there.
Check. I should have waited for you. The ghosts almost got me. Why did they think I was a Mordrem? I suspect it was a trauma. They died so suddenly, they were confused. Poor things. Well, I owe you a debt. After this, I'm heading to the Silverwastes to further my research. If you find yourself in the area, look me up. I'll treat you to a nice meal. Okay, I'll remember that. Okay, check. So, the ghosts of Fort Salma completed. And we can kind of make a choice.
Finished with that.
Oh, and we again received a mail. So let's check that first before leaving the instance. From Marshal Traherne, your presence is requested to Commander Basil the Wanderer, because we're still the commander, of course. We're planning our assault on Mordremoth at Camp Resolve, our new staging area in the Silverwastes. The time has come for all to stand and deliver, and I would like you to assist with our preparations here. I have a specific mission for you, if you're game. The Seraph of Caithe has secured a new route to our staging area through Fort Vandal. Evidence suggests the bandit hastily abandoned the location recently. The guards posted there may know more. Please journey safely. The increased Mordrem activity is making travel especially dangerous. Okay, so where do we need to go? Show me on the map. Okay, interesting. So let's press M and check out how we can get there. So we can leave the Kessex Hills near the Helicon waypoint if we, travel all the way into, I think this is the Brisbane Wildlands, yeah. Of course, we've already been here, kind of, when we were, when we checked out, like, the stuff here. Because, of course, we've already been here in Drytop before. So let's see if there is a waypoint close by which we can, use. So unfortunately, I haven't really unlocked anything here, right? Except for the Wendon waypoint. But let's just, go by Raptor, because just jumping ahead for such a small distance, that's not really helpful. Okay. There are some dynamic events going on. Of course, as always, if you're not in a hurry to focus on the story, it's always great to kind of just check out everything in the map, because there's simply a lot of things happening in the world, and if you focus on the story, you actually still kind of can miss out on things in the map. And especially if you don't even like the story, you probably don't even see all of this in the game, which is very, I think it's definitely a shame. Because, you know, Guild Wars 2 has such a rich world, a lot of things to explore and to discover, and yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm kind of, I'm not taking really like a great route, I'm just kind of falling down from edges. Could be smart to grab another waypoint here, maybe? Yeah, let's do that before. Oops. And you know, traveling through the map now feels a lot quicker, of course, when you have a mount. I mean, like back in the day, you had to walk through, and I remember this spot, you know, with the bandits, and it was like, oh no. I just clean it up, and then, you know, like all the bandits respawned. Oh yeah, let's help this player out, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't hope he was like trying to solo a champion. But overall, you know, even if you help out a player, sometimes players want to solo things, but since you don't have like loot stealing or anything, you can definitely just help out. And if someone doesn't really want that, sometimes that person will say like, hey, leave me alone, I don't want any help. And I think I never really, to be very honest, I think maybe in all the years that I've played Guild Wars 2, that's like a decade, I think it only happened once. So, you know, I think players who definitely want a challenge would maybe prefer like player versus player PvP, or even world versus world, or, you know, more endgame content than simply like champions in the open world map. Okay, so there's a Seraph scout hiding here, so let's continue. Oh, let's see if we're in Fallout.
I watch over.
Watch where you step. Something odd is afoot. I don't know if I can take you seriously after that pun. Accidental, I swear. You really ought to watch yourself. Something here caused a Triad to vacate Fort Vandal. Good for us, maybe. Unless what scared them off was worse. Oh, what are you thinking? The fort was abandoned so fast the Triad hardly had time to collect their notes. Vines were scattered all over. Place looked an awful lot like what happened at Fort Salma and Concordia. So you think Mordremoth has attacked or will attack this fort? Maybe. It started to, but whatever it was interested in is gone now. Either way, step lightly. Seraph are on their way to secure the fort. Okay. Thanks. So let's move on. Okay. Whoops. Let's just ignore all the vines. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's a bandit. Bandit Lena. Oh, Sarasot. Welcome, traveler. Make sure you don't trip on anything. The fort is still a mess. What happened here? We took Fort Vandal after the sinister Triad hastily abandoned it. According to the notes they left behind, it seems some Mordrum vines chased them out. I see, thanks. So has Lena anything to say? Why? You look distinctly non-seraph. Good. I was getting tired of the endless view of Mr. and Mrs. Turnkey over there. What are you doing here? Taking a little holiday. Got a great rate in this room. No, really. Just catching
Is
up on my
marathon
sleep.
standing a required skill among seraph?
Must be nice to sit around all day.
If you let me out, we can dance.
She's got a knife in her boot.
Killjoy.
Okay. Piece of paper. Report 392. The vines are moving closer. As of yesterday, a third scout disappeared while investigating the plant. Still no word from HQ. Days since last directive. 21. Part of the report is smudged. You can make out bits and pieces. Breach the wall. We're too few. All down. Back up. And there's a logbook. Experimentations have yielded few results. The vines are resilient to common methods of extermination, but can be injured, even killed, with enough force. Unfortunately, such force is in short supply. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. So let's head over.
You have no idea who you're messing with.
A pint-sized pickpocket.
A disgruntled underling?
An arrogant loudmouth. You're thinking too small, Seraph.
Like your brain.
Oh, I am gonna kill you both. Horribly.
What? Okay, guys, good luck over there. Let's head into the Silverwastes. So that's pretty nice. Just know, like, there are a lot of Pact members already kind of working on airships, preparing for battle, training. Because if you press M, let's see, it's truly really like here's the Silverwastes, and to the left there's like the verdant brink and truly the heart of Maguuma, where we'll be heading
Chill rising.
to face Mordremoth. So we have, of course, the Maguuma jungle with Metrica province, Kalan forest here, and even a little bit of, which is kind of funny, I guess, that it's not the Blood-Tide Coast, but Mount Maelstrom is actually also kind of counted as part of the Maguuma jungle, which is, you know, you could say, is that really the Maguuma jungle? But okay. And yeah, so we're really at the door of the heart of Maguuma. Compared, of course, you know, with the core story, we had like a base here in the Straits of Devastation, you know, Fort Trinity, and that was like at the doorstep of Ore. We went into Ore to face Zaitan. Okay, so let's continue the story. Also, yeah, if you use like a booster to level up your character instantly to level 80 and get like exotic celestial gear and some bags and things, you actually travel here to the Silverwastes, which can be a bit, I think, a bit confusing because, of course, you know, we get introduced to the Silverwastes here in Living World Season 2. So I remember, well, at a certain point, simply using a booster and thinking, like, why would they do that? Of course, it's a high-level area, and you can actually really try out maybe your build without having to go into PvP or anything. But I still think it's a bit weird to get ported here to the Silverwastes. Oh yeah, here. It's the level 80 mentor. Quartermaster Criswell, but you know, I think it's strange. Oh wait, did we get another mail? Advanced Gardening, Cryptobotanical Society. Basil the Wanderer, since a rediscovery of the Silverwastes, the Society has been interested in studying the unique physiology of its hardiest flora. I sent you an extraction tool that makes you the removal of floral organs easier. We're willing to trade you bandit crests in exchange for these Mordremoth plant parts. The fragile nature of a floral organs means only the toughest specimens yield viable samples, so the plants must be of considerable strength and stature. I hear there's an underground chamber filled with such creatures in the Silverwastes. Use the extraction device I send you when you're ready to fight one, and bring me the parts you extract. Oh, interesting. So let's take that. Yeah, okay.
See why we should have to take orders from mice and talking cabbages.
So let's head to our story step. Okay, let's go.
Find a place to lay those maps out and get me a couple of charcoal sticks to mark them with.
At once, sir.
Has anyone heard from Commander Frostgullet? She's late.
She's dealing with a problem on her ship, Marshal. The engines need maintenance.
Tell her to get someone else to do that. I need her here.
Right away.
Okay, let's head to...
That's the one who took down Caithe. Tough as nails.
Counselor Flint asked that I convey his regards.
Cool, did you hear those Char soldiers? Like, that's the one who took down Caithe. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so let's head
It's
over.
an honor, Commander.
Nice. Hello.
Marshal, I have news.
How are things progressing?
The Northwest is overrun with Mordremoth and strangling vines. The troops need reinforcements.
Tell Commander Quentin to ready his ship.
Yes, sir.
Everyone disperse. The Commander and I need to talk.
Yes, Marshal. Everybody out! Come on, move it!
While they're dispersing, let me fill you in on what's been happening since the summit. I took what you said to heart. The fleet's arriving gradually, and we're preparing to take the fight to Mordremoth. The cities have all sent troops to fight with us, and we've begun preliminary forays into the surrounding area. I've contacted your friends from Destiny's Edge, and they've all agreed to join the battle. All but Ritlock Brimstone. I couldn't reach him, and none of the others know where that portal took him either. We're gathering as much information as we can on the enemy before we launch the main assault. We definitely need someone with your skills, so I'm glad you're with us.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. I thought you might be busy with post-summer diplomatic concerns. Right now, the Pact is high on my priority list. I'm glad. This staging base is our launch point for an early attack on Mordremoth. Before the dragon gets too strong? Exactly. We're fortifying as quickly as we can. We believe Mordremoth is west of here, or south perhaps. Its jungle seems to be spreading eastward. You're putting the other dragons on hold? No choice. Mordremoth is the most imminent threat, as you proved. The others are quiet for now, probably happily soaking up our magic, but they're awake. That means they could erupt at any time. Are you ready for Mordremoth? We've lost so many fighting Caithe. To be honest, I'm not sure, but I'm preparing as best I can. We're somewhat more ready than you and I were when we went after Caithe. Calitbolg worked on the risen lieutenants, but will it work on Mordrem? We have to find out sooner or later. I'm inclined to make a bold move while it's newly awakened. That's why I need you and your knowledge of these things. The more we know, the better prepared we are. Although I know a lot about them, there's more to learn. Primordus has been awake for over 200 years. Jormak for nearly as long. They both did great damage at first, sending out their minions. This is the stage where Mordremoth is now. The minions, I get it. You want to slow down its production of minions. Yes, slow down, or if we get lucky, stop it entirely. Now, before its corruption spreads too far and wide. What do you need to make that happen? I have a mission. I have a squad missing. Missing? They were on a scouting mission, and they should have been back last night, but they didn't return. There were 2 non-Pact with them. Who are they? Our friend Caithe, and a diplomat sent here by the Crichton government to investigate the situation. His name is Caithe. Both are very capable, but maybe outnumbered. Caithe. We need to look for them and see if they need reinforcements. Would you be willing to lead that mission? I head out soon as I'm prepared. Hey, cool. Is Brom here? Maybe, downstairs. Let's go. Hey, I saw you meeting with Traherne. What did he want? Do you have to do things with the Pact? Marshal Traherne is requesting my help to find a missing squad. You're the perfect choice for that. You already have a lot of experience with Mordremoth. Are you gonna be in charge or something? So it seems, of a small squad. I'd offered to come, but I've got to make sure Timey's safe. She's looking for that Pact engineer to toughen Scruffy's armor. I'll never forget how close she came to dying in that inquest attack. Ooh, me neither. We showed up in the nick of time. She was so scared. I'll keep an eye on the squirt. You're gonna be okay, right? Of course, I won't be alone. So, let's check in on Timey.
Wait! I have more questions! I need to know. Was Aaron working for Scarlet?
Not to my knowledge, miss, although I suppose it's possible. I never met any of his friends.
Then what are you doing out here?
We came looking for a safe place to land.
Wait, you can't just leave after saying that! Why would he attack you? You never did anything to hurt him, did you?
Of course not. We welcomed him into our fold, but he grew violent.
It started with episodes of confusion and aggression.
We just decided to confine him when...
So where's the Master of Peace now?
We need to find him.
Excuse me! Excuse me! No, wait! Why would he go off alone?
We believe
He's still searching for a place where we can all be safe.
We saved him! We tracked Aaron through the wastes and found him before he could kill your master.
That was you, huh? We found Aaron's corpse and assumed the master had killed him.
Nope, it was the boss and me and the others too. We trapped him inside Spurbend Canyon and fought him there.
We are profoundly grateful to you, miss. To all of you. But we really must go now.
So that's the Master of Sun, a Master of Wind, and a Master of Lightning. So these are three aspects of the Zephyrhites. So let's talk, well, oops, to the Master of Lightning. I'm told by this delightful young miss here that you saved the life of our Master of Peace. It seems you have a knack for commanding the aspects. Aaron was out of control, he had to be stopped. I'm Basil the Wanderer. How did the Master of Peace look when you saw him last? Was he injured at all? No, he seemed hardy. He's determined, and of course, the best among us. If any of us could survive out there on our own, it would be him. Nevertheless, you're risking your own lives to try to catch up with him. We fear the day will come when he will need us. We want to be there when he does. What about your people? All those injured in the crash? We're doing this for them, for now. They can help each other, but soon we'll need a safe place to shelter while we recover and rebuild. What about your crystals? Aren't you afraid they'll be looted? Oh yes, but others will collect them. This responsibility we inherited protecting Glenn's legacy. It extends to all Zephyrhites. We all play our roles. The aspects are her magic? Fueled by it. She lives on in the sun, wind, and lightning. Her body was overflowing with magic soaked up over the thousands of years that she'd lived. It continues to seep out of her crystals. And you sell her crystals? No, not hers. We grow the ones we sell. A dead dragon's magic naturally returns to the world. Our grown crystals are infused with some of that magic. And the Master of Peace is looking for a safe space for you. The Zephyrhites are collecting her crystals as they find them, saving them so that when we have found our new home, we can move them there and begin again. You inherited it? The Brotherhood of the Dragon was a dwarven society dedicated to glint. Before they turned to stone, they passed that duty on to us. When was this? Over 200 years ago. At first, we were a small group, nomadic. We lived in the desert and assisted Glint in any way we could. But then, Kraukotoric awoke and destroyed her. She and Destiny's Edge attacked Kraukotoric and tried to kill it. They failed, and Glint died. Her crystals are all we have left of her. We collected what we could from the desert, built airships where no one could touch us, and learned to use the aspects. Okay, we won't keep you any longer. Safe journey. Timey. Oh, Bram. The Pact are like ants, and they have everything so coordinated. Is this what it's like to be in an army? The Order of Whispers has a hierarchy, but we mostly work alone. I wouldn't make a good Whispers agent. I'm too big to be sneaky. Besides, I'm not sure I could follow orders from anyone else, though I'm beginning to see how much power a group can muster. Working together isn't a bad thing. Speaking of, where are Jory and Cass? I asked them to go to the German Priory and research the Elder Dragons. Oh, that's right. I hope they find something we could use. Jory is a member of the Priory, right? Is Cass? I don't believe she's in an order. She's in the Mesmer Collective. What's that? Some kind of group for Mesmers? I don't know much about it. I think so. I'll have to ask her. Okay, let's talk to Timmy. Oh, wait. It seems Bram has more to say. You see that ugly char Rox was talking to? I've never seen him before. I didn't notice. I got a bad feeling about him. That's all. Okay, stay alert. Ugly char. Huh. Okay, Timmy! You look so serious. Zojia wears a similar face sometimes, when her experiments are especially dangerous. What are you going to do? I'm going out to find Caithe and Canak. Bram's going to take you home. Out? You mean out into the wastes? Bram should go with you. What if something happens to you? I'm meeting up with and leading a Pact squad. I won't be alone. I can find my engineer and then get home alone. You don't need to watch over me every second. Seriously, I'm not a baby. You two will be safer together. Don't worry about me. I'll see you later. Okay. Check. So reunion with the Pact completed.
There he is! Hey, stop!
Oh. Okay, let's follow Timmy. Timmy?
Brune Ingot Spitter. My name's Tiny. I'm dedicated to learning as much of what you know as I can.
Well, I'll be.
Your command of metal magical integration is awe-inspiring. We studied your progressive layering techniques in class.
That's so. Well, what makes you think I'd teach you anything?
Because I'm the smartest, most earnest student you'll ever have?
That remains to be seen. But we can talk. A little.
Cool. Okay. Timmy, have fun. Brune? Brune Ingot Spitter. Okay, have fun, guys. Let's leave the instance. Okay, so Caithe's Reconnaissance squad. Catch up with Caithe's Reconnaissance squad in the Silverwastes.
Orders from mice and talking cabbages.
Search for Caithe's. Okay, yeah. Well, yes, we need to search for Caithe. So let's press M, and oh, there's like well, I think you could say it's the meta. So there's this huge group event going on with the Mordremoth here in the Silverwastes, which is actually a pretty cool event. And yeah, you need to defeat the Mordrem champion here. So the Silverwastes is actually a pretty interesting map because it kind of has all these elements that are also kind of reminiscent of World versus World. So there are some like pack bulls that go to the different forts here in the Silverwastes, and then you have to kind of escort them so that they reach their fort safely, and then you have to defend the fort from Mordrem. And at a certain phase in the build-up towards like the end boss here, the Mordremoth Vinewrath, you'll have to kind of have these phases of you know, conquering forts back or defend them, and at a certain point you'll get to the stage where you can actually go and attack the Mordremoth Vinewrath. It's definitely a very interesting, and it used to be a very lucrative map to farm, you know, just so have like different cycles and kind of, you know, start from scratch, like building up the map again, and then fight the end boss, go into a fresh map, and start doing all that again. And you would get a lot of cool loot and experience and things, and there were like certain builds that you could pick for going in a big group over the map just hitting enemies with, you know, other players and just really grab as much as loot as possible. From what I understand, it's not as popular now anymore, but, you know, it's still quite interesting. And, you know, I used to be someone that didn't really like going into World versus World. I hardly go into World versus World now, but because I already crafted most of the legendary weapons I wanted to craft. But actually experiencing the Silverwastes map, that made me kind of like, hey, wait, this is some small elements that are kind of similar to World versus World. Maybe World versus World is not super scary anymore. Of course, you know, there have been changes to World versus World when it comes to servers and stuff and guilds and things, and also there is somewhat of a difference between skills in PvE and World versus World. So I haven't really, to be very honest, haven't really gone into World versus World for a long time now, and I'm not sure if I'll ever go into World for now. I probably need to go back into World versus World again when I decide to craft another legendary weapon. But for now, you know, it's not high on my priority list. But I just wanted to say that you might, if you get into this map and think like, I might want to try out some World versus World as well, and maybe you find a nice group, a nice guild, or a small squad that, you know, and you might think World versus World is actually quite fun. Okay, so let's continue our story. Well, okay, let's inspect the corpse.
Interesting.
This fallen Mordremoth appears to be wired to some type of device. Oh, Caithe.
Do not disturb that body. It's rigged to explode.
Unless you wish to be vaporized into a fine mist, I advise you to step away.
Okay. Give it a... Caithe. You're welcome. Forgive me. You're welcome, Commander. Definitely. Okay. Spare me the sarcasm and just show me which way Caithe was headed. Or, how did you know that Mordremoth's remains were booby-trapped? I set a trap myself to dissuade enemies from following my dear sister's reconnaissance squad. Present company excluded, of course. I'm not so sure we aren't enemies. You're a convicted felon, Caithe. Okay, I do wish to get over the past. Besides, we have a mission to finish. I can save you some time in tracking the recon squad, since I know which direction they were headed. Okay, let's get going. As you wish. Along the way, I advise rigging these mines to any Mordremoth corpses we come across. Okay, fine. Let's get going. Continue to follow Caithe's squad. Of course, you know, the Silvari all share the same mother. Let's not really think about the father, but yeah, so the Pale Mother is also the mother of Caithe and of course of Caithe. So that's why he refers to her as his sister. Okay, so we need to move on. And I remember doing this, and I was actually quite bad at it, but I think the whole...
Despite our efforts to remain undetected, our friend seems to have attracted... Hold here. If we're sly, we can bypass them. Around or through.
Oh, let's go back. Nice, you know? Okay, let's go here. So I remember doing this and getting really overwhelmed back in the day. So I hope I have, like, I can be patient enough. Like hearing all these super creepy sounds. Okay. Oh, they're heading back. You were... Okay.
It's
dangerous here. Too many hiding spots and ambush locations. Would have been nice if one of those choppers had been usable.
Advance!
Oh, grabs! Okay, so I guess we need to... they're not really going the other way to the second rigged Mordrem body, so let's just clean these guys up. You know? Okay. Oh, crap. Guys. Yes, nice. Okay. Oh no, let's go. Oh no, they've already been aggroed.
Advance.
Where am I going?
There's the squad. Let's go.
Armored up.
Oh.
Advance. Urge to kill rising.
That feels good.
Where's mine? Just actually. Oh. Okay. Oh, welcome to the Silverwastes, Basil the Wanderer. I see you have my little brother, Caithe, in tow. I was told you might need some extra help out here. Nothing I couldn't handle, though. I do appreciate this sentiment. Has your squad found anything useful? Not yet, though my instincts tell me we're close to finding the source of these Mordrem incursions. Okay.
Judging from their increasing numbers, I'd say we must be getting close to something important.
If so, I imagine they will be increasingly belligerent.
Feel free to hide when the action starts, Caithe.
Are you
wait.
that I'll show you up, Caithe?
So there's a little mine every possible corpse in Caithe's Reconnaissance. Let's see. Squad. Okay. So let's just go back and put some mines on there. Okay, that's like there's already a mine on there. I think we already did a mine on that body as well. So of course, I usually when I play through with Basil the Wanderer, I don't like focus too much on, you know, doing like some achievements or things. Okay, let's go, guys. But this one, you know, we might try to get this one done. Nice. Okay.
The Mordrem are still increasing in number.
Which means we're close to learning what they're up to out here. Let's press forward.
Nice. Okay, there's another body.
Charge!
Would be the final one, right? Yes, got it. Nice, nice.
That's enough violence for now.
So we got that done. Recon Demolitionist. Yes.
You can never have too much treasure.
Okay. Let's move forward. Over here. Go, guys.
A base of operations for the local Mordrem.
Do you see that glow?
Yes. What could they be up to all the way out here?
We have Mordrem inbound and should consider retreating. We are deep in their territory and we are vastly outnumbered.
We should send up a flare. I hope the Pact will see our signal and send help.
Okay, let's signal the
That
Pact.
flare attracted more of the Mordrem. We have to relocate. We're boxed in up here.
Let's take the fight to the bottom of the slope.
Okay.
You underestimated me.
Fall back, or those vines will tear us apart.
Right.
Advance. Urge to kill rising.
Okay, so we need to simply survive. There's currently no timer, so let's just see how it goes. Overall, I think at a certain point, simply just destroying as much as Mordrem as we can, and then at a certain point, it's like, okay, we're done.
There are too many of them and too few of us. This location isn't defensible.
Okay, cool. So they're rezzing each other, which is good. Let's just kind of climb it up here. Oh dear. That's a lot of Mordrem coming up the slope.
Underestimated me.
Can definitely use some explosions, Knack.
Advance. Strong.
Stand fast! Help's on the way!
Oh, let's just focus on. Okay, let's get these guys up.
The Pact had better get here quickly or there won't be anyone left.
Too strong.
Charge.
I really dislike those jungle tendrils, you know.
That feels good.
Oh my gosh. It's a lot.
We'll make a stand on that ledge. This area is overrun. Poor choice. There! Everyone on the chopper! Quickly!
Great timing. Let's go.
Okay, let's get to the chopper. Board.
This Mordrem went to a lot of effort to keep us from reporting back.
You and the commander have experience with dragons. Is this predictable behavior?
Elder dragons are far from predictable. Their minions show a sort of situational awareness.
Okay, so we're back here. Oh, and we received another mail. So, calling in a favor from Marjorie. Basil the Wanderer, we've hit a dead end here at the DURMAND PRIORY. We'd like to interview the resident dragon expert, but he has retreated to a secure location deep within the Priory. Unfortunately, they changed the access cipher to that room on a regular basis, and no one here knows. The latest one. Remember the young explorer named Campbell from Fort Salma? Magister Mackay believes she has the current cipher and she's doing fieldwork in the Silverwastes. Could you look into retrieving the cipher for us? To convince her to give you the cipher, repeat this phrase: "Long live the King of Deldrimor." Okay. Marjorie Delacroix.
That's not where the Centurion said they should go.
Oh, the Mordremoth Vine Wrath was failed, so I guess that was, you know, the whole event here. It's also quite early in the morning, so I can definitely understand that. Maybe not a lot of people are up to actually do the event. Anyway, okay, Tactician Envold. Came as soon as we saw your flare, Commander. Took a big risk taking one of our birds out with all of this dust and sand in the air, but obviously one that was well justified. I appreciate that, Tactician. Do you know where Caithe and Canak went? I'm not sure about Canak, but Caithe went to report to the Marshal with the information you uncovered on the enemy's disposition and behavior. That intel will be crucial to our strategic planning. Thank you. If you see them, let them know I have some business to see to. Absolutely, Commander. Anything else I can do for you? Actually, yes. I'm looking for an explorer by the name of Campbell. Ah, yes. She arrived shortly before you did. Out on an excavation in the field, I believe. I can mark her dig site on your map for you. Thank you. Yes, perfect.
A shadow has fallen across
That
our
looks
harbor.
valuable.
Our wild hunt brought us here to avenge her against the dragon's mockeries.
Okay. Let's see if we can spot, you know, catch some additional dialogue. Probably not. Okay. We don't have to leave an instance or anything, so let's just wrap her up and look for. So as you can see here, like timeout, the Pact is regrouping before any more assaults can begin. Next Pact assaults begins in 16 minutes and counting. So, you know, the Pact assault is actually, you know, just a meta in this map. And unfortunately, it seems they failed. And as one other player says, as it's always like this, no one playing at this hour. So they filled that Vine Wrath event because, you know, I think they just had too little players to actually get the event done. Oh, there's a champion. I'm not gonna dance with that one today. We're just heading towards, you know, finding Explorer Campbell so that we can, you know. There's another group event going on. Oh, there's a lot of champions here. That's not so handy. Commander, I had a feeling I'd be seeing you again after you saved me from those seraph ghosts. What brings you out of here? I was told you know about a certain PRIORY cipher. Oh, the cipher to the storage room. I guess I am the only one besides Magister Stonehealer who knows it. We're all so scattered these days. Far too busy. Do you have the password? I do have it. Great. What was it? Long live the King of Deldrimor. Yeah, that's it. You got it. Okay, you can have my written copy. I've memorized it. How does this cipher work? Each of the lines of the poem is a clue to a book in the special collections. You have to find them in order and touch them to activate their magic. Can you read it to me? An almost king fathered a ghost. Hoofbeats drum at a trading post. And once a year upon an open stage, an eager kid comes of age. There are 2 more lines, but I don't carry them with me. Wait, an almost king fathered a ghost, hoofbeats drum at a trading post, and once a year. Okay. Can I get in without the other 2? No, but you needn't worry. I left the other half behind for security reasons. You'll find it when you'll find the 3 books each of the lines of the cipher refer to. Okay, got it. Thanks, and be careful out there. We also need to be careful because we don't want any Mordremoth to sneak up on us. Okay, so meet Marjorie and Casimir at the DURMAND PRIORY. Oh, wait. Okay, let's press M. And let's just TP and waypoint our way to the DURMAND PRIORY. Okay, nice. Okay. So we're heading towards our next story step, Hidden Arcana. Search for the DURMAND Priory for Ogden Stonehealer. Meet Marjorie and Casimir at the DURMAND Priory. Okay, nice. Okay.
In conclusion, let's recap.
Hey there.
5 confirmed dragons are Kralkatorrik, Jormag, Primordus, Mordremoth, and Zaitan. We believe there is another deep in the oceans, but its entry in the Scroll of the 5 True Gods is partially missing. The scroll, written in ancient times, has a section dedicated to the Elder Dragons, but it came to us in bad shape. It is written in an ancient form of Old Crichton. We're still attempting to decipher the damaged portions. Each dragon has 2 spheres of influence. For Mordremoth, that's mind and plants. Zaitan ruled shadow and death. By next class, I want you to research the many theories about the different spheres of influence. Choose one and defend it. If you have questions, there's further literature in the library. Class dismissed.
Interesting. Okay. Hi, there you are. How did it go? Did you get it? Oh, that's all quite the cipher? Yeah, I got it. It's a testimony to how scattered the Priory is right now, that the only person who knows the cipher to get into the storage area is out in the Silverwastes. It's good you saved her at Fort Salma. Well, it's definitely not typical. We need to speak to Magister McKay. She's pulling some heavy-duty strings to get us into the special collections. We're meeting a Magister... what? We're meeting a Magister Stonehealer? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, you don't know who Ogden Stonehealer is? Kaz, he's one of the most magical beings I've ever met. He is a dwarf, the last one of his race, on the surface of TYRIA. Grenth alone knows how old he is. Hundreds of years at least. Okay, well... Ogden Stonehealer is also actually a character that appears in the original Guild Wars game. So if you've played Guild Wars and you're like, wow, that's pretty epic, like Ogden Stonehealer. Fun fact is that you actually see him in the introduction video of, the DURMAND Priory after you've joined the DURMAND Priory and you get this a short introduction video with a small introduction to one of the orders you've joined, and then he's like standing there and he's like, wait a minute, like it's like Magic gigs and just really cool. I'll link it in the description box below if you're watching this on YouTube. But yeah, so it's a bit of fan service, I guess, if you've played the original Guild Wars game. And also, even though you actually, I think this is the first time you're really gonna see him, but if you're playing like the game and you're here at the DURMAND Priory, there's actually, I think there's a I think there was a point of interest here, actually, somewhere here down there, that is actually his living quarters, I think, and then you're just walking past that, and then you're like, hold up. But yeah, maybe I'll have time to show that, maybe not, but let's just continue the story. Anyway, tell Casimir what happened to the others. Oh, here. Centuries ago, many dwarves turned themselves to stone to save TYRIA from Primordus' champion. Most went underground to fight destroyers. Ogden remains, so their sacrifice would never be forgotten. That explains his area of expertise, dragons. Okay, so we're gonna talk with Ella McKay. Hello?
Hello again, Magister. Have you met...
Welcome, Scholar. It's a pleasure to see you again. I hope your well of knowledge has deepened in the intervening time.
The Magister is documenting Mordremoth's awakening and its ensuing actions.
My field experience has provided a good foundation for my research and chronicle. Magister Stonehealer is going to help you gather information on the Elder Dragons. He rarely agrees to such things. I will warn you, he's quite old and has little patience. He's the last of his kind.
We'll show him the utmost respect, of course.
I'll take you to the Special Collections entrance. Archivist Earnsward will guide you from there. You retrieved the cipher?
Yes, we have it.
Very well. Follow me.
Okay.
Remember to put those weapons near the door. We may need to grab them on short notice. Hello, Scholar. I'm still waiting for those item manifests.
For the millionth time, there are no culinary applications for bloodstone dust. None. No good can come from feeding it to living beings.
What do you know? I'll take the dust to the streets and start my own food cart. I'll be rich.
Are we interrupting something important, Chef?
No, Madam Magister. We're just having a small professional disagreement. Are these the visitors you mentioned?
Yes. They have dispensation from Magister Stonehealer to visit the special collections.
I've already adjusted the wards to allow them entrance, and the Archivist has been warned that they're coming.
I'll show you how it's done.
Be careful down there.
Follow me, please.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
This is the DURMAND Priory's special collections. Security here is tight, for reasons you'll soon understand. You are free to browse. All we ask is that you handle artifacts with care and remove nothing from this area. I have to return to my work. Archivist Earnsward is here somewhere. She can guide you to Magister Stonehealer.
Okay. Like... Abaddon, Lord of the Everlasting Depths, Keeper of Secrets, open mine eyes and bestow upon me the knowledge of the Abyss. From the scriptures of Abaddon, Giver of Magic. So, yeah, it's quite interesting, you know, that they have the statue here. Pretty cool. And, from what I understand, this is actually a tale of Zaitan. So, yeah, they actually kept it here in the DURMAND Priory. Look at that. I mean, wow. Speak with the Archivist. Oh, and also, these are like creatures that are stuck in Jade of the Jade Sea in Caithe. At this point in time, of course, we never expected to actually go back to Caithe in the third expansion, End of Dragons. But seeing this stuff here, you know, in the DURMAND Priory, that was so cool. Okay, anyway. Are you delivering something? I'm already buried in magic items. I don't have enough scribes and every piece needs to be cataloged. I'm sorry. Oh, I really have to ask. Is that Zaitan's tail? As a matter of fact, it is. We brought it here after Zaitan's death. We had to construct special rigging to get it in here. It took months. Are they experimenting on it? They're studying it, yes. It may one day reveal all the secrets of the Elder Dragons. What was that you were saying about being buried in magic items? Oh, wait, you're Basil the Wanderer. That's a relief. Every day it's magical this and arcane that. Half the time all they bring me are glowing rocks and fungus. Why do they do that? The word is out that we're storing artifacts for safekeeping from the dragons, and you can imagine every noble with a magical pinky ring wants to store it here. You're sure you're safe here? Don't tell anyone, but we can only hope so. Our best defenses are magical. They'll protect us for a while, but as the magic levels in the world drain, they'll eventually cease working. Have you seen any especially interesting items? Look around, you got permission to browse. Just remember who has to put an item back if you don't. Okay. My fingers are already itching. I see you appreciate the finer things in life. That I do. Let's get you on your way then. What can I help you with? I think... Oh, how do I decipher the shelf numbers? The N refers to cardinal direction in the main annex. Some alcoves are on the south side, some on the north. The second number tells you which floor, and the last number is which alcove. Okay. Right. Okay, books read. 3. So of course there are all these things you can actually interact with. On the ornate clock, the magical energy radiating from this clock is enough to make the hair stand up on your arms. The craftsmanship that went into it is inspiring and beautiful. So as you can see, there are so many books with lore, and if you're really into that, I actually really love it. But since we are currently kind of focused on getting through the story, I won't click on everything here. But if you want to know more and dive like deeper, I would definitely recommend just to click through everything. And if you haven't done so already, you can go to game menu, options, and I think, let's see, here under general options, let's see, I think there should be a little box you can tick. Or is it on graphic options? Probably not. Oh. Or control? No. It's not control. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's quite a list, But if you are on the tab of general options, oh, sorry, I'm kind of moving my camera all over. You'll see an option called show all usable object names, which means you can actually interact with a certain item. Quite handy. You can. I think it's standard on the vault. It's off. So you're walking around and you actually just miss a lot of stuff. But if you turn it on, you see that there's this yellow lettering, a bust, a Moa of no Moa is the title of the book. And it shows you all the stuff you can interact with, which is just, cool, because otherwise we might have think okay, well, that's just a bust, it's just decoration, let's just walk past it. But if we press on it, wow, that is one ugly, not sure what it is. Well, actually, does look interesting. And then, there are just so many things you can interact with, which is so cool, actually. Okay, so let's just find the first book first. Yeah, so my main, of course, I have a lot of characters which I enjoy Guild Wars 2 with, but my main is actually joined the DURMAND PRIORY, of the order of the DURMAND PRIORY, and I can totally imagine just hanging out in this library and just read all day. Okay, so Ashford History of Duke Baradin, written by Aileen McKay. This collection of historic facts reveals the life and death of one of Ascalon's most notorious dukes. Read on. Though first in line to the throne, Duke Baradin did not object when the people called for Adalbern to be king instead. He spent his life on the Baradin estate, making wine and training warriors. Read on. Baradin's daughter, Althea, was betrothed to Prince Rurik, son of King Adalbern. Althea was murdered by Char, and her ghost remained restless until a renowned hero, the player of Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars game, returned her ashes to Baradin. Read on. Duke Baradin was caught in the foe fire, and his ghost now causes regular trouble for the Char in the plains of Ashford. Okay, close book. So we have that book read. Let's just press M. Oh, I think we can go to the world map right now, right? Oh, yes, we can. So here in Ascalon, if you are in the plains of Ashford, of course, we still haven't done 100% map completion of the plains of Ashford, right? So I hope I can get to that soon. But this here is actually the Ascalon city ruins, like the old city of Ascalon, which is of course a very important city in the original Guild Wars game. And if you are visiting the plains of Ashford, let's just see. Of course, I haven't unlocked everything here yet, but here is actually the estate of Baradin, and with his wine and things. And I think, sorry, like, oh, here, like Old Duke's estate, so the Baradin's vault. And if you start a Char character, you will also fight his ghost in the Baradin's vault, which is really cool. And here is like the estate, and there are like ghosts and wine kegs you can find, which is this is really cool. Okay, so okay, let's just focus on the story at hand. But yeah, I think it's really cool that they made that link with the original game, the lore of Guild Wars, because Guild Wars has an amazing lore. Okay, so
now I understand why people join the Priory.
Exactly. Anyway, Myths and Legends of Ancient Ascalon. This tells the ancient Char legends about Ascalon. It was a mythology book compiled by Caithe Command Hard. Okay, flip page. Once fearsome beasts walked the land. These giants ripped smaller animals apart with their sharp teeth and kicked rocks miles away. The creatures had claws longer than Char arms, and they used to spear and cook their prey. Oh. These creatures died because they did not work in war bands. When dragons attacked, they fought and died alone. The Char ruled Ascalon differently. We made war bands and legions, we made armies. Then the humans arrived and pushed us from our land. We retaliated and took it back. Yeah, that's actually what happened indeed. Okay, so let's see, we have to go the other way. Okay, the Centaur tribal culture and history. In this series of reports from the hinterlands, explorer Caithe details what her research has uncovered about centaurs and their tribal society. Centaurs can be found in many places throughout TYRIA and as far away as Zelona. Some tribes, such as the Orshat Raiders from the Crystal Desert, are known to eat human flesh. Centaurs are one of many races displaced by humans. The number of warring tribes far outweighs that of peaceful tribes. The rise of the Elder Dragons, especially Zaitan and Jormak, has put centaurs in even greater conflict with humans in the Shiva Peaks and in the plains as the two races compete for territory. Okay, interesting. Let's look for one more book. It's up, so let's take the stairs. But yeah, there's just so much interesting tidbits that you can just click. Or actually, if you didn't select the option in general settings, you totally miss out on all these interactable things. Anyway, okay, the Great Hunt Rite of Passage. Arnleif Iceborne gives us a basic primer on the ancient Norn ritual called the Great Hunt. Okay, cool. Read on. Every year, Norn contenders compete to take home the title of Slayer. This is an important trial for the young. It launches their legendary journey. There's a note written on parchment between the pages of this book. The note says, resolution came to Radasum. Okay, N12 and Apal fell upon emerging blooms. Oh, but let's just read on the book. Experienced hunters capture a different foe each year. In 1325, for example, it was Isormir, a great ice worm. Many died in the battle, only one was victorious. And what is interesting, if you create a Norn character as your player character in Guild Wars 2, you actually start with the hunt, the Great Hunt, and you have to kind of first prove your worth that you are actually worthy to face Isormir. And at the end, the big boss is Isormir in this tutorial mission for Norn players. So, yeah, if you are a Norn, you would already know. But maybe for Basil, it's like, oh, sounds interesting. The hunt. Okay. So there is still the Great Golem Uprising. Interact. Stuart Giggs gives his uncensored thoughts on this historic event and what it portends for the future. Read on. Not since the destroyers has Radasum come so close to disaster as when the city's golems began to malfunction and turn on their makers. One must consider the current peacemaker to golem ratio of 1 to 10 when gauging the potential for future recurrences. The potential for cataclysm is unsettling at best. For now, Inquest crews remain part of our society, but their antagonism against the Council grows with each passing cycle. We must install countermeasures to ensure history does not repeat itself, this time with even more disastrous results. So let's just check. It was like... Wait, what year? 1284, the Great Golem Uprising. Because when you make a Suran player character, you actually also, have to deal with all these golems wandering around. But I think, yeah, it's much earlier. What Magister Giggs talks about. So, of Stuart. Of course, Giggs is the steward and not a magister. So, yeah, interesting. Okay. And there's a treatise on the shadow of the dragon. So, let's see if we can go down. Yep. Scholar Catherine interviewed dozens of her fellow Silvari who claimed to have seen the shadow of the dragon in the dream. She concludes that only one such report has any credibility. Shadow of the Dragon is the name assigned to Mordremoth's champion. The nightmarish creature has been spied in the dream and in the world. While some believe it is immortal and cannot die, others do not. To date, there is no proof in either direction. Oh, interesting. So if you actually create a Silvari player character, you start inside the dream. All Silvari share a dream before they are born. And the big boss at the end of that tutorial mission is indeed a dragon, a plant dragon, which resembles the minion we saw that attacked the pale tree in a previous episode. So, yeah. Okay. Ah, there's Ogden. Cool. Ooh.
What took you so long?
Getting the cipher from Explorer Campbell took longer than expected.
We're sorry for the inconvenience.
Well, don't waste my time. Tell me what you seek.
Okay. Oh. Speak up. These old ears and worse than my old are worse than my old eyes, and they're worse than my old. Oh, never mind. go on. Magister, it's me, Basil the Wanderer. We met. Yes, I remember you. No time for nostalgia. Get to the point. What, did we actually meet him before? I totally forgot. I need information about how to deal with Mordremoth. Actually, I think you need information about the meaning of your vision from the pale tree. What? How did you... There are those who have taken an interest. I had some warning that you might be calling. Your challenges do not go unnoticed. Who? All in good time, but now know that they have TYRIA's best interests at heart. Now, this is what you're looking for. This artifact. Go on, examine it closely. What is it? Don't ask. Act. Examine it, and you shall see. As you wish. Inspect the hourglass. Okay. This ornate hourglass is made of precious metals and has a palpable aura of magic. Examine the artifact. Don't be shy. You can touch it. Touch the hourglass? Oh, crap. What is this? The domain of strength? Oh, dear. Okay.
Oh, what just happened?
I don't know, but my legs feel like taffy.
Oh no. Oh no, there's also a challenge mode. Then we know what will happen. Probably a big boss at the end.
Glint's lair. It's even more beautiful than I imagined.
And eerie. Doesn't look like we'll be leaving the same way we came in.
I never thought I'd see this. Where's the boss? Hello?
Boss, it doesn't look like we can reach you from here. This place, it's something else entirely. Maybe our paths will intersect beyond here. Right, you look for a path up ahead. I'll do the same on my side. Be safe. Glint may no longer live here, but that doesn't mean her lair... that doesn't make her lair any less dangerous. I'll be fine.
Let's move ahead and search for a place to meet.
All right.
Oh.
I'll see you in a bit, boss. Stay safe.
Keep your voices down. I don't know what's in here.
Armored up. That feels good.
Crystal. Oh. It's the Master of Peace.
My father used to talk about Glint in her prophecies. He said she was grand and noble as any Crichton. She loved humans, except when they tried to steal her eggs. She defended her children like any good mother.
What an empty place. My mother told me stories passed down.
Oh. Whoops. Sorry.
The lair itself would tear and gnaw at you. But heroes braved its dangers to have an audience with Glint.
Oh, crap.
Can you imagine what it must have been like?
That.
Crap. Let's go. Okay, Okay, so we have to... So it's not fully straightforward killing stuff, you know? You have to kill these, grab this, so you can actually... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, go past this area. Okay.
That feels good.
Advance.
Oh wait, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, so we got its barrier down. Let's see. Oh crap, that's not smart. Oh dear.
Take that.
That feels good.
It doesn't really work perfectly. Ah, crap.
Strong. Charge.
That feels good.
Charge.
Strong. Armored up.
Oh, let's get it. Okay.
Charge.
Okay, so we'll slowly get there somehow.
That feels good.
Oh crap. It's not so handy.
Advance.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Strong.
Charge.
Grab the red thingy. Go into the... No, no, no! Okay.
That feels good. Advance.
Yeah, right. Okay, so that is blue. Let's head and grab the blue thingy. Then we can go back into the circle and try to
We studied the Flameseeker prophecies in school.
Me too. I remember the stories about the fall of Ascalon, Prince Rurik, the Chosen.
I used to pretend I was a Chosen when I was little. Me and my sisters put on plays for our parents.
I can just imagine it. Glint was ancient, thousands of years old. Why wasn't she like the Elder Dragons?
She was freed from Krakatorik's control by the Forgotten a long, long time ago. And then, because of her gift for reading minds, she connected with humans. She learned to think like us. Elder Dragons don't. They're too different.
Okay. So let's explore the area up ahead. Oh yeah, okay, let's think how we did this. Oh yeah, oh crap. Oh. So while you traverse through like this area, there are all these little things you need to use to get, you know, through the area, and then you need to use all that to defeat the final boss, which is it's something. I personally don't really enjoy that, but it is something that, you know, it is like, if you, oh yeah. So what you need to do in this case, it's you'll get actually you. So you can't really like directly get damage. Whoa. But what you want to do is actually so you can't directly damage the boss here, but what you can do is grab a debuff that makes you actually, you know, very fragile, and then give it to a vortex crystal. And when the distorted facet of darkness is closed, you can destroy the vortex crystal and that way damage the boss.
Low on endurance.
So at a certain point, when you understand the mechanic, it's not that difficult, but you know, you shouldn't lose your cool, I guess. Yeah, you need to be still a bit patient, or maybe you are like really
Running out of endurance.
Easy breezy. For me personally, oh, grab like this. I'm always a little bit too
Advance.
Yeah, usually a bit too quick, and then I make a mistake. then I'll die and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I always try to kind of pace myself and not get too like not get too ahead of myself. It's probably I'm sure there are players that can get through this phase much quicker than I do, but
refreshing.
Fortunately, I'm not as smooth. Cool. You got it.
I know how Glint died.
Destiny's Edge went to kill her, right? So she wouldn't wake Kralkatorrik?
That's my understanding. But she communicated with them and they changed their minds.
Then what?
They tried to take down Kralkatorrik, but they ultimately failed. Glint perished. Logan Thackeray was supposed to be with them, but he left to protect the Queen from Kralkatorrik's minions.
I don't know what we'd have done if something had happened to her.
Some blame Logan for why Glint died instead of Kralkatorrik that day.
He was just doing his duty.
Shh, what was that? Did you hear that?
So of course that story is also kind of told by the Pale Tree when we met up with Traherne in the core story of Guild Wars 2. And it was like Destiny's Edge had to overcome their difficulties or their differences, and you really unite. But if you are, you know, really interested in the backstory of all those heroes you actually see, you should definitely read Edge of Destiny, one of the Guild Wars 2 novels. But for now, let's push further into the story and probably meet the boss of this area.
Kaz, stop moving.
Jory? What was that?
Watch out!
Oh no. So as you can see, there's a vortex crystal, and oh no.
Advance.
Probably need okay, come.
Strong. That feels good.
So we do super low damage here. Of course, it wouldn't be smart to pick up that one. Oh no, it's definitely not a good idea to have picked up this without a proper vortex crystal. Oh, there it is.
Advance.
Let's go. Let's drop it.
That feels good.
Drop it.
Armored up.
Okay. Let's drop this. Oh crap.
That feels good.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we now have to kind of delete that little crabber here. And make sure it doesn't touch us because we're now super frail. But we need actually the green thingy. Oh crap, yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get out of this.
Thank you.
Okay.
That feels good.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. Okay. Like, we need like the green buff to be able to grab or to drop the debuff on the vortex crystal or transfer it. Oh, there's the little creeper. Okay, so let's try to get rid of that summoned facet. Okay, you can come here, make it a bit more easy for me. Let's go.
Armored up.
Okay, got the green thing. Now we can drop it here. Which means we can actually enter here. So I'm using my scepter because I actually don't really want to get too close to this. But I don't think this will work, right? Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Help. Okay.
Advance.
Okay. Come. Come closer.
That fits good.
Running out of endurance.
Okay. Great. So let's drop it off here. Oh, yeah. Oh, here. Come on, little critter. Oh, I shouldn't have picked this up, which is a little bit dumb. Sorry, yeah. Okay, so now we go. Oh no! What Okay, retry from checkpoint. So yeah. It's definitely, you know, like I said, I usually don't have that much patience, but I have to pace myself because I'm not that super strong, and it's just really, it's not that bad if you know all the, you know, like.
That feels good.
Advance.
Oh crap, yes, of course. No, I understand what I did wrong. You can't really do that because of course you lose the buff and then get the debuff and instantly die. Okay, yeah. Okay. Don't do stupid things. Okay. So yeah. I think, to be very honest, yeah, this is actually definitely one of my least favorite things to do. Okay, hello. It's a critter. Okay, let's go. Quickly. Let's move out of that. Thank gods. Oh crap, but is there still some place? Okay, so we got the vortex crystal down.
Strong.
No way. Okay, thank you, Marjorie.
I appreciate the help. Armored up.
It's just super irritating. Wait. Okay.
Advance.
Let's get the vortex crystal.
Strong.
Come on.
Advance.
Come on. Transfer. Okay. Do we have a little critter we can kill? Oh, of course, there.
Advance.
Hello? Come on, little facet, please. Okay, so now we're red, but now we actually need a very clean kind of... Okay. And then we can get close. Get the vortex crystal.
That feels good.
Destroy it. Okay, so now that one.
Charge.
Armored up.
Feel my wrath.
Okay, so now we need to transfer this again to the vortex crystal.
That feels good.
Come on. Almost there. Okay. Done. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, I don't want to be fragile. Okay, well.
You're okay.
What just happened? What was that?
Not sure. If I had to guess, I'd say it was part of the lair itself rising up to greet us.
Not much of a greeting if you ask me. Thanks for swooping in when you did, boss. We'd have been toast if not for you.
Mm-hmm. We weren't sure we'd see you again, to be honest.
What seems
was that?
It couldn't be.
We need to speak with Ogden immediately. Let's find a way out of here.
So it seems like the Master of Peace received an egg. Of course, Clint had eggs in her lair. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, so let's... Okay, Ogden. Entertain an old dwarf. Tell me your tale. It was a portal to Glint's lair. So it was. The Master of Peace and I set it up after Glyn's death, so I could guard it for the Brotherhood. I saw the Master of Peace take an egg. The last one intact. It's been in stasis since her death. The Master of Peace is taking it where it will be safe and allowed to hatch. Where has he taken it? You must tell me. Sadly, I do not know that. He disappeared beyond Drytop, and I've had no word since. You will find him, won't you? He is in great danger out there. I will do my best. That is why you were chosen for this. Go now, find him, and make sure he arrives safely at his destination. Well, what is his destination? Only he can tell you that. Go, but be smart. Do not rush into danger unprepared. You have many trials ahead of you. Okay, yes, Magister. I'll be careful. Okay. So, Hidden Arcana completed.
That looks valuable.
And with that, we also wrap up Echoes of the Past, the 5th episode in Living World Season 2. So next week, we, of course, continue our journey through TYRIA with Episode 6. For now, if you don't want to miss out and kind of, come along with the journey with Basil the Wanderer, kind of play along, don't forget to subscribe to stay in the loop. And of course, if you're playing Guild Wars 2 yourself, if you are really busy with Luna's New Year, I wish you a lot of fun, and I'll see you next week.